It's workout time. Workout time. Yeah. Got a little back room set up as a gym because, these gyms are closed now. So I do my shit at home right now. Unless I use the gym, you know, at my office. But not a lot of people are using that gym either. Unless you're in there by yourself. And usually when you go in there, there's about 3 or 4 people in there. So I chose to just do it at home. But before I start, I just want to note one thing. Anybody ever notice everything Rashida Strober talks about? She is pulling up content on the internet and reading other people's notes, other authors' notes, and she tries so hard to make a point that this is things she created, and she is constantly online using online content, which I find ironic for anyone to even believe that she created anything she speaks of when everything she pulls up doesn't have her name on it. It doesn't say by Rashida Strober, created by Rashida Strober, written by Rashida Strober. None of it. Everything. Every time she tries to prove that she is the creator, she fails because everything she is using is from online content. That's what she does all day, every day. She did it on her last video. She did it on the video before that. The only time she speaks of stuff that she wrote is when she is reading her self-published books. Like she's, that's another thing. That's another thing. Anybody can self-publish a book. That's the thing. Anybody can self-publish a book. She can't get published because her content is not original. And if she sends that stuff to publishers, of course they're not going to take it because they're going to see it and they're going to know it's not original. It's content that's already been done. So when she rants and raves, I'm the only publisher of, I'm the only one who's published books. You self-published. Nobody published you. You published yourself. No publishing company has taken you on. No publishing company will take you on because your books are basically plagiarized. All your books are the same stories that they've published before that happens to black people, 100 years ago, back in the 60s, back in the 70s, back in the early 80s. I mean, nobody is going to publish you, Rashida. You have not one book that is published by a accredited publishing company. It's just you publishing your own books and selling them online. Don't you understand how that's why you every time you're online, you're always using everybody else's contents? You quote a million authors a month and then have the nerve to say you created it. And none of the stuff that you use, Rashida Strober, has your tag on it. None. Only the stuff you read from your book. That's it. Yesterday, your video on Sunday, it was you just reading stuff online. That's all you did the whole fucking 2 hours. You were reading other people's published works online. And then you got upset because nobody was sending you Cash App and you said, I'm not giving this away for free. You're not giving it away for free. You're searching it yourself live, talking about whatever you're reading from other authors online, and you want to take stuff that it's already online and sell it to the people who follow you. I don't know how that works. How does that work? How does that work in the delusional mind of Rashida Strober? You're not giving it away for free. And when she got attacked, she cut her feed. She silenced everybody, started posting her Cash App, like literally almost over 100 times, literally. And just And then she complained about somebody sending her $1. That's an insult. That's an insult. You're an insult. You're a scam. You're a scam. You're a fraud. You're delusional. Everybody knows it, and they started to see it more and more and more. The more videos you make, the more crazy people think you are. And like I said before, that's attention that you love, because it's better than no attention at all. None. Because if it wasn't for your negative attention, which is like 80% of the comments you get, you would have nothing. You would have like a few, thumbs up if it wasn't for the negative. But like I said, bad attention it's okay with Rashida Strober. She's cool with that. She's happy. Like I said, it's all about drama. It's all about drama for her, and the more dramatic she is, because she's an actress and she knows how to create drama, and she's an actress. And she's always boasting about her degrees, and she's a businesswoman, and she's this, and she's intellectual properties. And then she turns around and says that everybody else is bigger than her because they sell themselves better than she does. But I thought, Rashida, you were above everybody else, and you're the creator, and you're this big businesswoman with a BA and a bachelor's in history and all this bullshit. I guess all that shit ain't working for you, is it? It's not that. It's just that you're the only one out of every activist I ever heard in the planet claim to have started shit that have started before you were even born. And this is the reason why everybody else is bigger than you, because they don't do that. They don't do it. They just don't do it. And since you've been being attacked for being a plagiarizer, which you are, all of a sudden you want to give a few credits here and there. You want to give a few credits in there. When are you going to actually read stuff online that supposedly you started in 1998? I mean, if you're the first one, if you're Rashida Strober, if you're the first one to have started this on social media, as you say, and on the internet, and before movies, and before, where is your name? Where is your name? Aside from YouTube videos and your personal videos, where is your name? Why is it that every time you get online, you're using other people's content? Why is that? Where is your stuff from 1998 till now? Where is it? Besides little clip ads from your school in the 90s, I might add, in the late, not even in the late 90s. Actually, those clip ads are from the 2000s. What am I talking about? Those clip ads are from 2013, 2014, 2015. Because you used your school theater to try to put on a show. It failed. Nobody came to see it. And that's basically the only thing I could really find about Rashida Strober online. That's it. And your self-published books. But where is the content from your claim of 1998 until now? When are you going to start pulling up your content that has a date published in 98, 99, 2000, 2001? When are you going to show us that? Instead of making this ridiculous claim that you started this in 98, when are you going to show us? Because Rashida is a show and tell. If she has evidence, she shows it. When she doesn't have evidence, she just makes excuses and says, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. It was me. It's not working. It's not working anymore. So I want to see that. I would love to see something of you published in 1998, 1999, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005. Where is it? Where is it? Because all you seem to do is quote other authors. You seem to read other articles that are not yours. None of the stuff you read is yours. Not one. You spend a whole bunch of time online just using other people's shit. but you want people to believe that you are the creator. Why? Just because you said so, with absolutely no fucking evidence whatsoever. Just because I said so. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I don't give a fuck. If they don't read, they can go fuck you. Fuck you. That's what you tell people. And then you wonder why nobody likes you, nobody believes you. You do it to yourself. It has nothing to do with your dark skin. Your dark skin has nothing to do with it. You have a personal problem with your dark skin, and you want others that are dark to have that same personal problem. But you know what? That's not something you can force on people. You know, there's a lot of black people that are light skinned that go through bullshit, and they get it from dark skinned people. It's just a pattern that's always been. You know? Look at just Spike Lee is the biggest example of when he did School Days. When did he do School Days? Yeah, 1986. How old were you, Rashida, in 1986? I believe you were about 5 years old, maybe, or 6 years old. So if nobody did this, if nobody talked about these issues or confronted these issues before you, then I guess you put these things, you must have been a genius at 5 years old, and you had a computer and you was doing all the online shit at 5 years old. You know, you got to think about these things. You got to think about how ridiculous your claims are. And you have never proven to anybody anything about you in 98. All you do is say it, but you never shown it. And I'm sure your next videos will be you online reading other people's content and expecting to get paid for reading other people's content. I don't know how that works. When I'd love to see some 98 stuff. 99, like I said, 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because you basically came onto the scene in about 2010, 2011. And you weren't speaking that darkism stuff. You were talking about colorism. You only created that darkism stuff in 2014 because your colorism talk wasn't getting you anywhere. Because there's too many people doing it. So you said, you know what? Let me switch this name to darkism so I can get more attention. And you got more attention. 90% negative, but that's good enough for you. And this is the reason why all those others that you claim that's stealing from you are more successful than you are. And all of them are. That's the crazy thing. A new person can come out and in less than a year, they're bigger than you are. Think about that. Think about that. New people come out, these new women come out, and they grow faster than you at a bigger pace, faster pace, more subscribers, more money, everything. It's not your dark skin. Nobody's a hater. Why would they hate on you? They're more successful than you are. Why would they hate on you? Why would they be jealous of you, Rashida? They're bigger than you. They're more successful than you are. What's there to be jealous of? What's there to be jealous of? And another thing, you're always talking about people stealing your intellectual property, and you're going to sue this one, and you're going to sue that one, and you're going to sue that one for intellectual property. The problem is you have never taken anybody to court for intellectual property. Why? Because you can't. I'm telling you straight out, you can't. Because you don't have a case. So what do? You try to take people to court to shut them up because you don't like them disagreeing with you. So you make up a story that they're threatening you, their fans are threatening you, they're sending people to threaten you, and you see how that worked out. But for about 2 years, you've been threatening to sue so many people for intellectual property, and this is something you haven't even done yet. So what's the next best thing? Well, let me try to shut these people up. Let me try to get an order of protection for harassment. And not even that is working for you. Best advice for you is do what you're doing and stop making the stupid claims when it's obvious you're using everybody else's content. You show that every time you make a video. It's online. It's right there. And I only throw facts. I'm not making things up about you. I don't have to. You make it easy for anyone to combat anything you say. And what's your defense? You can't even prove it. You yourself can't even prove it online. The only thing you can say is, fuck you. I don't care what anybody thinks. It was me. It's not much of a defense. It's not much proof either. Every time you try to prove it, you prove it with somebody else's content. I don't see how that helps you. It just makes you look more guilty of plagiarizing. So this is Eddie Barrios from the Bronx. Peace out.